about to start, we'll learn more about these potentially 12 to 17,000 new troops.
I know you probably think this is I'm here in Washington to coincide with the President's announcement yesterday, but believe it or not, I'm here for a two-day Army conference, and it just happened that timing lined up. So, but I am very delighted with the President's decision yesterday to send additional US forces to reinforce our efforts in Afghanistan. I will use most of those forces in the southern part of Afghanistan, an area where we do not have sufficient security presence, an area that has deteriorated somewhat, an area where we need persistent security presence in order to fight a counterinsurgency and to shape, clear, hold, and build in support of rapidly developing Afghan capacity. Those forces are, of course, are aimed at being operational by the highest part of the insurgent fighting season this summer, and to be in place and operational before the projected elections in August of 2009. And really to give us a security foundation that will allow the other lines of operation in governance and socioeconomic progress to take place and change what I've called a stalemate in the South. But I would like to reinforce what the President has said, that this is not going to be won by military forces alone. And while this will give us a security foundation, we certainly need additional contributions, civilian capacity building, programs that will enable people in Afghanistan to feel hope and to develop their abilities to take the lead for their security and their governance. And I don't think any of this decision prejudges the strategic reviews that the new administration is doing, and which will lead them into further decisions in the year. And I, even with these additional forces, I have to tell you that 2009 is going to be a tough year. There are the baseline problems of poverty and literacy and violence that have occurred over the last 3 decades in that country. So that's not going to turn around quickly. But we do see with these additional forces an opportunity to break this stalemate, at least in terms of security conditions in the South. So I look forward to the arrival of these capabilities and to further contributions and commitment by the international community.
This is General McKiernan, who's talking a little bit about the 17,000 troops that the President has promised to send to Afghanistan. U.S. troops currently there have been struggling because they're outnumbered in a vast territory where the guys that they're fighting know the ins and outs of this area, the geography like the back of their hands, and our troops are at a disadvantage. So President Obama is promising that help is on the way, and you heard General McKiernan there grateful for that help.
You know what's critical is that while we're hearing from Americans today, Barack Obama's real hope is that when he goes to the NATO summit in April, that Europeans and others will step up, not only with more troops, but with more money in this effort that he sees as critical in the war on terror.
And the people who work in Afghanistan are hoping for more expertise to bring in. We're going to continue to monitor this Pentagon briefing, and if we hear more things that we think you should know, we'll certainly pass that along.